owners who are on as well. I want to certainly bring to your attention, we call the meeting to order officially at, I think we were probably on about 5 minutes ago, so maybe that was 7:08 or 7:09, something like that. So, and thank you guys for being here. Hassan Bakardine, the Commerce Committee Chair. And my apologies again for just the technical difficulties that we had this evening. Both Farah and I were trying to get on, and we think we were just having some really weird. I'm just getting into the meeting. It's weird, but thank you for your patience this evening. And I want to just jump right in, and I'm glad that I wanted to make sure, and the Commerce Committee members, I know that you guys can appreciate this, making sure that we have our owners, business owners, come before us, and not necessarily without just having their representatives. And he seemed like he just kind of got thrown into the mix at the last minute. So I didn't think it would fair to the committee members, nor would it be fair to our board members if he came before the meeting without at the last minute. He's got all this stuff going on, so we'll probably have him out next month, and we'll reach out to him then. All right. So with that being said, let's call this meeting to order, and let's get to business here. It's nice to see everybody, and I will jump right into the roll call. So if you don't mind, roll call, good people. I will start off with myself, Hassan Bakardine, Commerce Committee Chair, and then we will go. I think we've got a number ending in 70. So whoever that is can starting at 347, ending in 70. If you unmute yourself and just say who you are for the record, please. Thank you. If you're speaking, we can't hear you. Okay, I'm going to move on because the person's not responding right away. Adele, I see you there. Adele?
Oh, yes, I'm here. Adele Bennett, committee member.
Okay. Thank you. Bree?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. And who are you again? Just for the record. Bree.
Good evening.
All right, good. Nice to hear from you again. And then we have Ms. Cheryl Saunders.
Good night, everyone. Committee member. Thank you.
All right, Cheryl, nice to see you again. And then we got David Boatswain.
Hi, good evening.
All right, good evening. We've got Dorothy Gordon.
Hi, good evening. Dorothy Gordon, committee member.
All right, nice to see you again. All right, Ms. Hazel Martinez. Hazel, are you there? If you're speaking, I can't hear you, girl. Okay. Hazel, I know you're there. I see you there. So, Khadija?
And Miss Bellin is there. Can you hear me?
Miss Bellin, yes, I can hear you now, Miss Bellin. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am. Is your number ending in 70?
Yeah, 1570.
Okay, Miss Bellin, great. No problem. That's the one I didn't have. Okay, Khadija? Khadija? Oh, Hazel?
Hazel Martinez.
Hazel, I thought you.
I couldn't
Good
unmute.
evening. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here. Khadija? Khadija? I feel like I'm in school again. I should be saying Bueller or something. I don't know. But Khadija, I see that you're there. I know that you're there. So if you can unmute at some point, you can chime in. Marguerite?
Marguerite Filiante, board member, committee member.
All right. Okay, great. I see. Thanks, Khadija. I see you there as well. Tawa?
Hi, good evening. Tawa Bakray, committee member.
All righty. Thanks. Trisha?
Everyone, Trisha Lewison.
But where are we getting off?
Okay, great. And I think that is it. Did I miss anybody? If I
That's going
missed
towards
you,
8th Avenue.
Miss Bellin, Miss Bellin, could you just mute yourself for 1 second, please? Um,
Okay.
yeah, thanks. Just for now. Okay, great. So I think I got everybody. If I have not called, if I have not called your name, then my apologies. It was an oversight. But if I haven't, just chime in, that kind of thing. All right. So thank you for that exercise, everyone. To jump right into our chairperson's report, and I'll try to go through this really quickly because we do have a few things that we have to go through tonight. I did want to let me just take a quick a pulse. I want to see if is anyone from Executive Events on the line. Executive Events Inc. No. Chase the Flavors. Chase the Flavors LLC. Okay. Bamboo Walk. Bamboo Walk. No, neither one of those on. I'll give them a little bit of time. Maybe we can send a quick ping them, Farah, if we need to. Green Oasis was the cannabis application that we asked to come back next month. You guys heard that, so that's fine. Okay, great. Okay, so like I was saying, and I'll jump right into my chairperson's report. It was, and I want to thank our committee members for last month's meeting. I know, coming off of the the summer break is always difficult and there's a lot of stuff that happens and whatnot, but I think you guys came in raring to go. And although last month we didn't make quorum, I know that was because people were getting out of summer and that kind of thing. That always happens too. I'm glad that it's glad to see so many committee members on tonight. It looks like I believe we have quorum tonight as well. Farah, you can confirm that for me, but I'm almost sure we have quorum. And so we'll be able to at least vote on our approve our minutes for last month as well. Okay, so let me just jump right into what I was saying earlier. Um, we had a challenging year last year with a few things that we wanted to get done, that several events that we did do, but there were things that we didn't get done like we wanted to, things that kind of fell by the wayside, which was the business networking breakfast, and particularly the sumptuous sampler event, as well as East Flappers Restaurant Week. I think those were the three that were the primary, and then we ended up doing the Small Business Expo, and we did that in partnership with Councilmember Lewis and the Brooklyn Chamber and all that at the YMCA, which I thought was very good also. So we're going to try and repeat that particular event, the Small Business Expo, again this year. We're going to see if we can squeeze it in early November. I thought it was a good turnout. It wasn't as robust as we wanted to, but it was a good turnout for where we were. And we're looking to have a bigger, sort of a bigger space, because I think we were regulated downstairs. If those who would remember coming, we were in a smaller room, but we're looking to be in the larger auditorium space. In particularly if we do it at the YMCA, which is probably a good location as well. We'll have more, I think, more of a participation, and then we can also what we're looking to do is perhaps also invite some of our restaurants also to provide and participate in that event as well. So that's something that we're talking about, and we're looking to do that with the Councilmember Lewis's office, Brooklyn Chamber, New York Small Business Services, and the Flatbush Nostrand Junction bid. And they're all great partners. We've worked with them before. So I think this is something that we could do, but that's something that we're looking at as well. We're still going to continue to do our newsletter every month. So we'll be sending out the newsletter that goes out to you guys, as well as our small business community, on upcoming regulations and things of that sort, things that are happening about small business, not only just in our district or in the community, but nationally as well, and how that affects small businesses overall. We're going to be doing our small business spotlight every month as well, and we're looking at doing our business networking breakfast. We're going to pull it and try and do it again in March of next year because I think it was a good time to do it. And it's early enough that we could actually get the location that we originally had that has a beautiful sort of state-of-the-art room where we could, and has enough room where we could actually accommodate um, not only the people who attend, but also anyone who is our restaurants who are going to be serving breakfast and all that. It's a really nice space at SUNY Downstate because we've done it. So we're early enough to be able to do that. I did put a bug in Alicia Goodridge's ear already. She's definitely on point to make that happen. So we'll talk about actually the date and time as well. We're looking at the Sumptuous Sampler event, which is going to be out in June of next year, and East Flatbush Restaurant also in June, early July. So those are the three we're looking to certainly do as well, and do those well, by the way. And lastly, we really want to try and do something that we talked about doing last year that we didn't do, which was a Young Entrepreneurs Expo. Um, and the reason why I think it's important to do that and to showcase, um, you know, to showcase our young entrepreneurs is that some of them are doing some amazing work. I attended, um, it was a very similar event at the Brooklyn Commons and right down on Flatbush Avenue. And they have this thing every year. I think it's the ninth year that they did it this year, and it's really they call it like a small business expo, but it's really young people. It's really young people coming in, and they're young entrepreneurs. Some of them created T-shirts, had sweater, all kinds of stuff. That it's just absolutely boggles my mind that the young people, if you give them just the opportunity, they'll come up with some amazing ideas for businesses, and they would do it. Really was quite impressive. So I would love to see if we can do something like that in our district, and in collaboration with some of our partners. I think it's definitely something that I think we could definitely pull off. Looking at somewhere around April as a possible time to do it. Okay, so just to kind of give you sort of how we're doing this and kind of what we're doing would be the way to go. And we're still going to continue to do our guest speaker series, a monthly guest speaker series, which I think is important, inviting special guests to come in to talk about um, their level of expertise, whether that is the Office of Cannabis Management, or whether that's the Commissioner for New York Small Business Services, or Randy Pierce from the Brooklyn Chamber, and all the things that he brings and his staff brings to small business owners, or even Sharon Devenish, who works on the public relations side and how to market your business and all of that stuff. We want to continue to highlight that, and also talk, bring in people who have information on about financing and funding, because we've had a number of our businesses this year, and even last year, who had some issues, difficulty with financing and want to expand, but did not, was not in the position to be able to do that. So we had the Quasi who came in, and actually I know he was a guest speaker of ours, so we want to have him come back. So there's a lot of activities that we can do, and we certainly want to capitalize off that every month. So just kind of laying that out for you guys. I know that's quite a mouthful, but I wanted to make sure that we have a framework that we're working towards, and I think it's a good one. If there's anything that you guys don't really sort of agree with, or you think we should drop something or add something else or whatever, you can let me know, and then we can just talk about it, and we can sort of work on those things together, because we'll be working on these together to make it happen. Okay. Are there any questions? And if there are, speak now or forever hold your peace. Okay. Then I'm going to move on then.
No, I have a
There's no
question.
question.
I had my hand raised. I was being polite about it.
Yeah. Okay. Who's that?
Dorothy.
Okay. Hey,
Okay.
Dorothy.
The question I had, you mentioned about the newsletter, and I don't recall ever
Yes.
having seen one. And I know I don't know if is it a separate newsletter that comes from you, or does it come from Farah? I don't remember seeing one.
Right. Well, we've been doing the newsletter. I mean, for the last 2 years. So it definitely got it. I generally send it to Farah, and it usually, and then I also send it out to the entire committee.
Hmm.
Farah generally sends it out, and she then sends it out to the board, and it gets also put on our newsletter, and I think it gets put on our website too, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So it definitely goes out on a monthly basis. I can send you the ones Dorothy, I can send you the ones that you've missed.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I can send you that in a separate email. But let me make sure, committee members, have you seen the newsletter? I mean, because I know I send it out. Do you guys get it? Do you read it?
This
Yes.
is Tara.
This is
Yes,
Bree.
I
I
get
get
it,
it.
and I do
I've
read
seen
it.
it.
Okay, great. All right, just make sure. I was like, wait a minute.
Because I
Okay,
know
so
I
Dorothy,
bumped
you
into,
probably you
yeah,
might,
I think I bumped into one
yeah.
before just by looking around the website, our page, but I don't recall getting
Okay.
specifically for, maybe, yeah, that's just,
Okay. Well, I'm gonna make sure you get it. Don't worry. Don't worry. All right.
thank you.
Uh,
And,
no problem.
and the only other comment I had is, and I noticed with the other
Yes, ma'am.
committee, is that these events that you're having is open to all of the board members, right? Like everyone. Because I noticed,
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
even being on Parks and Beautification, that was another thing I mentioned, that it seemed like the events that we have, only people from Parks and Beautification is coming. Like, so I thought we were trying to
Right.
all make sure we go to everything. Those who can, who have the time. I know it's a lot.
Right.
So
Right.
everyone could know what's going on. Not just the committee members.
Right.
So that's all I have to.
Right. Right, absolutely. No, it's always open to all of our board members. Believe it or not, and a lot of the committee members, particularly the ones who have been on with me for a while, like Hazel and Allison Martinez when she was on, and George Tate, Sonia and Marguerite. I mean, they know that we've been doing these events, and the community has come out. Board members have come out to our business networking breakfast, and they've come out to the Sumptuous Sampler event. They participate in East Flappers Restaurant Week, so they do come out. So definitely, yeah, it's always open to everyone in the community, and certainly to our board members. So that's not a problem. Okay, and Deidre, I did see Deidre. You did. I saw that you jumped on as well. Yes, Deidre. I just want to make sure I know that you're there. Deidre Lovell. Okay, maybe she. Okay, there you go. All right. Nice to hear. Even though I can't hear from you, I can certainly see that you're there. So, okay, great. So okay, so since are there any other questions before I move on in the agenda? Oh, Adele, you had your hand up. Adele, is it relating specifically to what I just said?
Part of it, yes.
Okay, we'll make the part of that relevant then. And then the other part we can, if it needs to be tabled into new business, we can do that as well. But yes, ma'am,
I
go
put
right
in
ahead.
the chat most of it, but we had walkthroughs previously. My question to you is
Yes.
what was the outcome? Because I didn't see any
For
changes
right.
for all those walkthroughs that they did.
Mhm. And you're talking specifically Church Avenue, right?
Church, Utica Garden, the whole place.
Yeah. And what we said, and if you guys look at our last the minutes from the last meeting, yeah, Trisha, she was just saying when we did the walkthroughs, what was the outcome, because she doesn't see any noticeable changes from the walkthrough. And she's right. And the reason why, and I think has a lot to do with, because the committee went on the walkthroughs, and we did that in partnership with the New York Small Business Services, with Little Haiti BK, with the Brooklyn Chamber, and we didn't have any agencies with us, right? So in other words, we didn't have sanitation to come with us. We didn't invite them to go, because what we were doing is more of a very unbiased um, walkthrough and an unbiased opinion about the neighborhood. So we wanted to take a look at it first. And I think the idea was that we said that we were going to do another walkthrough and have the agencies go with us to these events specifically, okay, to have them walk through the community. So that was I think that was, so in other words, to your point, Adele, yes,
Well,
I agree with you. There has not been any noticeable difference. And I believe that has to do with the fact that we didn't have any agencies come with us, but we're going to go back and bring our agency heads with us to do the whole point. That was also one of the reasons why we were working on the business corridor for Clarendon Road, where Hazel had been talking about so long about all of the things that were happening there for several years. So all of this has a lot to do with that. So yes, I agree with you, and thank you so much for that as well. So we are going back just to let you know. Okay. Okay, great. So I didn't want to spend a whole lot of time, but I just wanted to clear that up. And oh, I see our chair, Mr. Roderick Daly, Chair Daly. If you want to unmute and say a few words, sir, go right ahead.
Give me good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much.
Good afternoon.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can.
Yeah, I just want to thank everyone for their participation in the Commerce Committee, and I know, Chair, you are going to publicize strongly our upcoming event.
Oh yeah, already doing that. I was already. In fact, I posted it today, actually.
Yes.
So
So
yeah, I've been posting it out. Absolutely.
I appreciate that. And also, just a couple of things in our community. Also, a chair on so three events. One of them has not gone out yet to the community, but it will be coming out in a couple of minutes. Maybe by the time the flyer is published, or probably tomorrow, which is next Tuesday. There are a couple proposals, ballot proposals, that we'll be discussing on for November 4th. And so Councilmember Banks and the Community Board 17 will be having a community forum, right, on those issues relating to proposal 2, 3, and 4. So that will be at Mar 11.
Oh, okay.
Mar 11 on next week, Tuesday, at approximately 7 p.m. That's one. Next week, what's that date? The 25th, we'll be having we're co-sponsoring a shredding event, right? With community board, not community board, with the yard. So, and it's geared towards businesses for them to be able to participate and bring out whatever it is that they need to shred for businesses, for the local community, et cetera, Y and Z. And I'm going to give you the whole floor to talk about this Saturday and the expectation. I think we're up to now 62 agencies. That's good. Yeah, to be out there. So we're making things happening in our community, and I'm looking forward to doing that. And want to make sure that people are aware that this month is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, as well as Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And so everybody. So one thing I want to make sure I invite people: don't just come to the Commerce meeting or come to a meeting that's virtual. We need our Community Board 17 is one of the boards that have very little community participation at the meeting. So I would love for people to come to the meeting, let your opinions be heard on the community issues, right? Wear your pink or purple tomorrow for the meeting, but do come out. Just don't come online, but come out and see what the community is asking for, what we want, what people want to make for a stronger, better community that we're in. You are the ones who make it happen. And if you're not on the mailing list, please make sure that you reach out to ADM Farah to make sure that you're on that mailing list to know what's happening, not just, and I want to be clear, not just at the Commerce Committee, but also at all the other committees. And do come to the meetings. We need that full participation. With that being said, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to give it right back over to you so that you can do what you're doing in terms of inviting the community. And boy, I'm telling you, our committees this year, man, I don't know, Chair, but our committee this year is making things happen within our community.
I think it's fantastic.
Yes. So,
I think it's fantastic.
so
I think it's fantastic. Very exciting.
appreciate
It's very exciting. It's good to see too.
Yes.
It's good to see.
All right.
And thank you for coming in and always putting that out there and making sure that the community knows that we've got active committees
Yes.
in the community, and a lot of things are happening.
Yeah, and,
you know,
and, that, and that's the
absolutely.
point, and we love
But
it.
okay.
So keep it up, and let's keep going.
Yeah,
See what we got. All right. Thank you, guys.
absolutely.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
Sure. Take care. All right. All right. Thank you, Chair. Appreciate that. And so, like I said, I think I'd asked any, if anybody had any additional questions, and you guys didn't seem to have any more. So I'm going to move the next item on our agenda, which is the approval of our minutes. And Farah, can you confirm that we do this evening?
Let me give it a count. Give me one sec. Yeah, we have quorum.
I think we do, though. Almost sure of it.
She said yes, we do. She said yes, we have quorum. Sure.
So, has everyone?
Mr. Bachardine,
Yeah.
you're
Okay, great.
cutting out
So,
like
so
a
with
lot.
that being said, am I? Oh boy. Okay, hang on a minute. Hang on a second. Can you hear me now?
Try disconnecting and reconnecting. None.
Oh, okay. Hang on a minute. Oh wow, I am cutting out. Can you guys hear me still?
We can hear you.
Hang on a minute. Hello.
We can hear you.
I think I'm frozen. Hello.
We can hear you, Mr. Bachardine.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. So it seemed like my screen was completely frozen. I don't know what was happening. Okay. So, and Farah, I got a text just a second ago from Paula McCure from Bamboo Walk. She said she was trying to get into the meeting and she can't. Can I text you her?
Absolutely, yeah. And
her-
that's what I was trying to do. I also sent an updated email to all the businesses to let them know that, if they're having issues with the link, to reach out to me and stuff. But yeah, text me
Okay.
her information and I'll work on it.
Okay, I will send you her thing right now, and yeah, just send it to her because she said she's been trying for a while and she wasn't able to get in. So I sent you her details. So if you could send that link over to her and get her on right away, that'd be great. Okay, great. So so committee members, my question to you was if you have received the minutes, have you read the minutes? And if you read them, please let me know now, if you don't mind, so we can vote on them, please. No?
Oh, Mr. Bachardine, there's an issue with WebEx, so the minutes for this month's meetings are going to be put on pause. We should hopefully be able to vote on them next month. I already reached out to WebEx about the recording issue, and we'll have that situated by next month. I apologize for the inconvenience.
Oh, so wait a second. So the minutes for September
They didn't go out. They weren't able to go out because there's an issue with the
okay.
WebEx platform.
Oh, okay. No problem. All right. So I thought for some reason I thought when I looked at the email, because I read it. Oh, okay. So maybe it wasn't. Oh, so there was an attachment to that, but weren't complete minutes. Is that what you're saying? No?
No, the attachment was the calendar invite, the .ics or whatever, and the agenda, not the minutes, because we're working with
Okay.
WebEx on that one.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, guys. So even though we have quorum, we certainly can't vote on the minutes. So that goes out the window. Sorry about that. Okay. With that being said, hang on a second here. Let me just hang on a moment. Okay. I believe we're just waiting to. I just want to make sure again and ask: are there any representatives from Executive Events Inc. on the line? Chase the Flavors LLC on the line? And Bamboo Walk, I see, are trying to log in. Okay, so that's Paula McCure. So she'll be hopefully joining us shortly. Problems with WebEx today. I'm not sure what's going on there, but yeah, you guys know my feelings about WebEx, how it is anyway. So with that being said, we can wait certainly to until Paula gets on the line. Hopefully she'll be on in just a moment, and we'll get to do our thing. In the meantime, though, I did want to actually sort of bring sort of an update to where we are in the meeting that we are supposed to be having for the business corridor on Clarendon Road. Over the last several, we had we're going to pulling agencies to come on October 16th at 1 p.m. at Wyckoff. Sorry. Somebody's on the train, but they need to mute themselves if they can. Can you mute yourself, whoever that is? Okay, so can you guys still hear me, by the way?
Yes.
No? Okay. All right. So we were, yeah, so either way, so we talked about having this the meeting getting, and the letters went out to all of the agencies. Let me just look out the ones, and Farah, you can chime in as well. I know you sent out the emails. Hang on just a moment. Just sorry. Sorry, guys. I just want to make sure that we have the list of that was sent. I'm sorry. Okay, so verifying, we sent emails out to Councilmember Lewis's office, Department of Transportation, Department of Sanitation, the Chair of Transportation Committee, the Chair of the Sanitation Committee, Assembly Member Monique Chandler Waterman, the Department of Environmental Protection, hang on a minute, NYPD, and Principal Rowe at Nazareth, Principal Rob Deary at Nazareth, and there was one other one. Hazel, oh yeah, in the traffic department. I know I saw you sent this. I could have sworn we sent it, but Farah, did you send out an email to the traffic department at the 67 precinct?
It's not at the precinct.
Sorry, Hazel, say that again.
They're not at the precinct. They're on Church and Repson.
Okay. So did we send out anything to them, Farah? I just want to. If you're speaking, we can't hear you, Farah. Maybe she's trying to get. Maybe she's trying to get. What's the name inside the meeting? Okay.
About
yes.
The businesses, because I wasn't sure if Managed Transit was on that list. That's why I was trying to reach you, because they should have been.
Yeah, I can tell you they were not. I can tell you they were not. They absolutely were not.
They really should.
Um, yeah, they were not on the. Yeah, okay. So managed transit.
Cancel.
Was that part of? Does that part of the original list that you sent me? Because when I don't even think I had. I think you told me about it, but I don't
No,
remember.
I sent you a text message, I think, or an email
And
with
it was definitely
a
managed transit
the
that was
list of
supposed to
the
be on there.
businesses that are in the area.
Yeah.
Were they
Yeah. No, I
invited?
did. No, I don't believe we invited. So we did not invite like Footprints or any of the other
It
ones. We
wasn't
only
footprints.
invited.
I sent you some specific places.
I don't know.
Matt
I can tell you
managed
that we didn't invite.
because
I
there's
can tell
no
you we
point
didn't invite
in,
any businesses.
but we
Mhm.
should, because there's no point in the meeting if they're not there, because they're the people that causing the offense to the residents. The Beigels Bakery, Brooklyn Volkswagen, those are the places that are a problem. Mike's Tires.
Right. I remember we talked about Mike's Tires.
Yeah, there's a auto body place on East 56th Street, tucked inside the Brooklyn Volkswagen place.
Yes.
Those are the offenders that need to be there. Nazareth is definitely one of them.
Mhm. Yeah, we definitely sent out
Because other than
an
that,
email to
if
Nazareth.
they're not there to
Mhm.
face us with the based on the issues that they're creating, then it
Mhm.
doesn't make any sense, because these agencies aren't going to really do anything.
Okay. I got what you're saying. Okay. And I know we did not beyond. I know we didn't do managed care. I can manage transit. I know we didn't do that. I didn't send out any specific emails to any of the businesses.
Well,
I
that's
could
the
tell
whole
you that
point of
right
this.
off the bat.
But that's
Yeah,
the
and
whole
I
point.
know we talked about it, and for some reason I don't know why. Okay,
I
great.
sent
Okay.
you a list with
No,
what the contact information I had at the time. That's quite a ways back now.
right. You did. You did. I think there was some issue about the Volkswagen place up there that you wasn't sure about. Okay. All right. So it seems like what you're saying, and I don't want to belabor the point, but it doesn't make sense to do the meeting without having these businesses present, um, because that's the focus really, aside from the agencies just coming in and taking a look and actually looking at the offenses that are around the community. But the businesses are the ones that need to be at this meeting. And I probably agree with you. If they're the ones who are offending, then they should be here. Okay. All right then. I'll accept that. That was on me. I guess my thinking was whenever I talked about it, I always talked about it from an agency standpoint. Even though we talked about the businesses, I'm thinking about the agencies as the people who are going to solve the issue and or do enforcement.
The
That makes sense?
offenders need to know what they're doing,
But the
because
offenders,
clearly they
yeah, the
don't
offenders
care.
need to know.
And I see, you've taken time to invite the council member and all of that, but that's not going to do anything for us, because they're
Okay.
quite aware of
Okay.
this. I mean, what we need to have are those people at the meeting with the agencies that can make them do whatever they're supposed to do.
Okay. So let's do this because yeah. Okay. Let's do this. So let's have a conversation if we can after our meeting tonight, separately. Okay. Because I see that Paula's in the meeting now, and I don't want to take up too much of her time. But let's do that. Okay. And let's get this. Yeah. I'm
Okay.
yes, ma'am. I got you. Okay, good. So, um, and we won't need a long time. I won't keep you long on the phone, Hazel. But I think we need to sort that piece out. I think that's your point is extremely important, and I think that makes sense from what you're saying. You're absolutely right. Not having the meeting without them being there, and they are the offenders. Yeah, I completely agree. Okay. All right, so let's move on from here. Hazel, let's talk after the meeting, and then I I see that Paula McCure, the owner of I was gonna say Footprints, but it's Bamboo Walk. And Paula, I wanna thank you for coming. And my apologies. I know that there was some mix up with the link. We've been having some technical difficulties as well tonight, so please accept my apologies humbly. When I didn't see you on, I was kind of surprised, so I had asked, and then I saw that you had tried to call me, and then I texted you right away, letting you know that perhaps you were having some difficulties getting into the meeting. We were having difficulties as well, both myself and Farah, who sets up the meeting. So sorry about that. But you are on now, so I will let you take the floor and talk about your SLA renewal application and sort of present to some of the committee members who don't know your business. Tell us a little bit about you, about your business, what you guys have been doing, and then of course the committee members will ask questions to you and that kind of thing. So go right ahead. If you can unmute. I don't know what's happening. Can you unmute, Paula? Because I see that you're in.
Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry.
No problem. No problem. No problem. Yes, ma'am. Go right ahead. Sorry about that.
No worries at all. So, am I being asked a specific question? I'm sorry.
Yes. So what I'd like you to do is assume that no one knows about you or your husband or your business, okay? And start from there, and then tell us about you and the business and what you guys are doing there, or cuisine, all that stuff. And
Okay.
I know it's a renewal application, but we'll get to that. All right?
Yes. So Bamboo Walk
Yes.
is a Caribbean restaurant. We host a drive-through, a full service dining, a takeout, and catering. We've been in the community for going on 4 years, and we boast a very beautiful dining space, and we love the community as much as they love us and gravitate towards us. Um, that's pretty much it for what we do. We are owned, my husband's Haitian and Jamaican. We've combined the best of both cuisines and have added the other Caribbean staples and made a beautiful menu for Bamboo Walk. We are renewing our liquor license, and that's why we are really here tonight.
Awesome. Great. Anything else? Any other things you want to talk about? Anything in particular? Special community stuff? Anything like that?
No, nothing that I can really think of right now.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, awesome. So, committee members, you have heard Paula McCure from Bamboo Walk. And certainly some of you members, some of us have been to her location and some members have not. So if you have any questions, this is the time to be able to ask her. She'll be more than happy to respond. So unmute yourself or raise your hand actually, and then I can certainly call on you and you'll have any questions. Any questions, committee members? Any questions, committee members? I'm very surprised there are no questions. You guys are a talkative bunch as well.
My hand is
No?
raised.
Who's that? Oh, yes, here we go, Cheryl. Yes, ma'am. Go right ahead.
Thank you so much, Cheers, for the opportunity. And I'd like to say that I've been in the community for decades. I went to school at PS 208, My 11 in Tilden, and Bamboo Walk has to be is my favorite restaurant. And I want to thank you for bringing such an upscale restaurant to our community. Whenever we go to Bamboo Walk, we put on our finest because of the service and just the decorum. And it's just an amazing experience. And a personal story. My sister passed away 2 years ago. Yeah. And unexpectedly. But we were able to celebrate her birthday like a month before she passed. And I had that video of her. And I wanted to make, make that last experience, her birthday celebration at Bamboo Walk. So thank you so much.
Nice.
Oh, thank
Awesome.
you. It really warms my heart to hear that. Bamboo Walk really truly does love the community and appreciate the way the community supports us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, that was a great story. Thanks, Cheryl, for that as well. Any other any other committee members have any questions for Paula? I mean, I know you guys know her and you've been to her restaurant, so if there's anything else you want to know, this is the time to ask.
Sorry, I can't find my raised hand, but this is Sonia Clark. Oh,
Hey, Sonia, how are you?
I'm fine.
Good.
Were there any police reports? And two, I was there at the opening 4 years ago, and I would say, and since then I've gone back several times, and I would say that it was not a first time. Some people put on the best when they're opening, and then the service goes down. I would say that they have maintained what they promised they would do. So my only question was if there were any police reports for that.
Yes. Yes, there was a police report, and in fact, let's see. Wait a minute, hang on a second. Hang on. Actually, there were no incidents. There was one for executive events, but nothing. There no incidents for Bamboo Walk. And of course, guys, the incident report is for a 12-month period. And incidents, just as a sort of an FYI, Paula, we always ask the 67 precinct to provide us with a report of any incidents that may have happened in there, whether it's noise complaints, whether it's whatever it could be, that they would have associated your business with this incident. And there have been no incidents, so that's a good thing. Okay, great. Adele, I see that your hand is up. Yes, ma'am. Or maybe that was up from before.
Somebody said
Okay.
something? No, I wanted to know.
No, you have your hand up?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Oh, yes, ma'am. Okay.
I wanted to find out about the New York City Department of Health report.
How do you find out with that?
No. I want to know, do they have it available?
Well, we boast an A. It is on. We do have it available. It is posted on our on areas in the restaurant, and even if you're walking by, you can see it directly on our windows. Yes, we boast an A.
And the fire department report?
We passed all fire inspections.
Okay, thank you.
My pleasure.
Thanks. Okay. Anyone else? All right. Going once. Going
No, I have my
twice.
hands up. I think you can't see the entire board. That's why I have my hands
I don't
up.
think I can. Yeah, my apologies. I'm trying because I'm looking and I'm like, what is happening? Yes, ma'am. So go right
No
ahead.
worries. I just want to mention, I want to have a correction. You said everyone here have been there. I have never been there. I've been in the neighborhood for 30 plus years.
Oh, wow.
I have never, only because my daughter did go because I'm a vegan. And at the time she went, there wasn't a very big vegan option. And I'm very, I'm a bougie vegan. So
Right.
And
Right.
I know
Right.
it's
Understood.
a great restaurant. So, but I wanted to correct you that everyone on in this meeting has not been there. So I haven't. So maybe
Has
I
not been
will.
there.
Known as a
Okay.
fancy bougie spot, I would love to go there. So I will go there and see myself.
Right.
So thank you for having such an establishment in the community, Paula. Appreciate it.
It's our pleasure. Well, what you should do, one of the things that we do offer is if there are any dietary restrictions or preferences, when you make your reservation, you let us know. We'll reach out to you and we will have the chef prepare something for you, something special for you. He is internationally trained and he's also vegan trained.
Oh,
So
wonderful.
you would
Oh, nice.
enjoy
Oh, I
it.
didn't know that.
So
Wow.
being
Okay.
bougie, you'll be coming to the right place.
Okay, I can dress up and be vegan. All right. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's great. That's good news because I didn't even know that, and I've come to you several times. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So that's actually good to know because I've got several friends who have asked me about it, and I said, well, I didn't see any vegan option, but that's good that they could do that. So that's something we could say.
And
Okay,
there
cool.
there are vegan options. They're just not many.
Yeah.
They're just not many.
Right.
But if there's something that you would like or an idea that you have, the chef will definitely prepare it for you.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, with that being said, does anyone else have any other questions for Paula? All right. With that being said, Paula, hang on just a bit, and the committee generally takes a quick vote. We do have quorum this evening as well. Now, this is part of a two-step process, as you know. You've been through this before, so you'll be coming here tonight, and we'll be voting to recommend that the committee would make the recommendation if you're moving forward or against, whatever, and then you would appear before the general board tomorrow evening at 395 Lenox Road. And of course, some of the same questions that we asked you tonight, so I apologize in advance. You'll get those too. You've been through that exercise too, but we'll take a vote, and that'll be the vote that either for or against your SLA application as well. Okay. So with that being said, just hang out a bit. Committee members, and I just want last call for executive. The executive events, are they on the line? Okay. Chase the Flavors LLC, are
Spoke
they
to
on the line?
executive events. They said they're working on getting the owner on here. He was having some technical issues too.
Okay. All right. So in the meantime, okay, great. So in the meantime, since we have Paula, and let's go ahead, and if I can see if we can get a vote together here, and get this rocking and rolling so we don't keep Ms. McCure here all night. So Farah, can you take the vote? And the vote, just as
Yeah.
letting you guys know, the committee members, you'd be voting if you are for Bamboo Walk making the recommendation, for the committee making a recommendation that we're in favor of their recommending their liquor license renewal. That's what you'll be voting if you're voting for or yes in the affirmative. And if it's no, then it's no. If it's abstain, it's abstain. But when your name is called, please just allow us to record your vote. Okay. Thank you very much. All right, so let's go down the list. I'm going to try and see if we can do this really quick. Miss Bellin, Celia Bellin.
Yes.
All right. Miss Adele Bennett.
Thumbs up.
Huh?
Yes.
Okay. Bree.
I vote yes.
Okay. Miss Saunders.
Yes.
All right. Righty. David O'Swain.
Yes.
Okay. Deidre Lovell.
Yes.
Deidre, I know you had some. Oh, okay, great. I wasn't sure if you could unmute or not, but I'm glad that you were able to. Dorothy.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Hazel.
Yes.
Okay. Khadija. I know you had some problems earlier, Khadija, about unmuting, but
He says yes.
okay, great. Awesome. Marguerite.
Yes.
All righty. And Miss Clark, Sonia Clark.
Yes.
Okay, and I say yes as well. Okay. All right. Oh, sorry. And I think I did I miss Tawa? Did I get? Did I miss you? I'm sorry, Tawa and Trisha. I apologize. Tawa, did I record your vote? Is that yes for your vote, Tawa?
That's yes, Patricia.
Okay, yes for Trisha.
Yes for my vote.
And, okay, and yes for Tawa. Okay, awesome. Good. Looks like I can probably say with some assurance that we have a unanimous vote for everybody. So just if you can confirm that for me, Farah, that would be great.
Yeah,
All right.
it's
So
unanimous. It's 14. Yes, there's
yes,
0 no, 0
absolutely.
abstentions.
Awesome. Great. So that's wonderful. And I want to thank Paul. I want to thank you for staying on with us and persevering this evening, getting online and all of that. So I'm not going to hold you any longer. What I want to do is allow you, make sure that you or your husband will be at the meeting tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. At our board meeting. So you know how that goes. I'll be there. And looking forward to having you represent yourself, and then the board will take a vote, and we'll go from there. Okay.
Absolutely.
But
You then. Thanks,
yeah,
everyone. Thanks, son. Okay.
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Have a
Okay.
good night.
You
Bye
as
bye.
well.
Okay. All right. So thank you, committee members, for that. That was probably the easiest one that we've ever done. I'll tell you that right now. For the ones, I think I just want to mention earlier we had the cannabis license from the cannabis license who had green whatever the name of it was. Um, the 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 owner wasn't able to attend our meeting tonight. He's and the reason why there was some mix up with him getting notice late and all of that because his daughter had a wedding. So he's going to come to our meeting next month. I'm only saying this really for the ones who were not on the call earlier, which I believe was Sonia, Tawa, and Trisha. Just to kind of let you know that's why he's not here. So and it seemed like the representative, the lawyer who was on, even though he said he had some knowledge, we as a committee members, we like to speak to the owner, and I think it's important to do that, to discuss, their business because it is their business. So he'll be here next month at our meeting. All right, and so hopefully we'll be able to present before us. So with that being said, lastly, I just want to make sure that the representative or owner from Executive Events get on yet? No? No? Okay. Farah, are they available? Still not available, or am I going to tune you on if they can't get on? And no. Farah, can you hear me? Can you
Yeah, I
Yes, I
can.
hear you.
Yes.
hear anyone? Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
I
Yes,
don't
we
even
can hear
see
you.
Farah
Yes.
on.
Yes.
Farah's not on.
We can hear
Oh,
you,
she's
but
not
you're
on anymore.
freezing up period.
Oh, that's weird. Okay. Okay. Well, it seems like I don't see her. I don't see the person, and I don't want to hold. I don't want to hold you guys hostage on that, honestly. I'm not sure what happened with the business owner, but these things happen. So we wanted to try and continue on with our meeting. So with that being said, there are no other additional businesses that seem to be on the line for this evening, so except for Bamboo Walk. So are there any old business old business items or sort of outstanding items, unfinished business items, that kind of thing? Talked about earlier with Hazel and that kind of thing. Any outstanding, any unfinished business? Anyone? Okay, doesn't look like it. And if it is and your hand is raised, I can't see it because I don't see anything happening there. Okay, fair enough. All right, there was one thing I wanted to mention before we called an adjournment on the meeting. Oh yes, there was. I don't remember if you guys had. I don't know if you remember. We had talked about probably, and this is going back a ways, in June of this year at our last meeting. We were talking about whether we thought it was a good idea to do two things. One, we were talking about creating what we call a I can't really say legislative newsletter. It's more of a compliance newsletter for our small business owners. Sort of something that's a timely thing that we could send out to small business owners that they could actually basically review and be brought up to date on the regulations that sort of govern their particular business. And the reason why we thought it was a good idea at the time is because the city council often makes decisions and that affect the small business owners, and the small business owners are the last ones who traditionally know about it. And the only time that they really find out about it is when there's an enforcement issue as well. So we wanted to take it upon ourselves to be able to create some sort of newsletter that we can come out on a monthly basis and say, hey, if you own a dry cleaner, here are the regulations and or um, regulations that govern your business, and here's what it was 6 months ago, but here's how it is now, and this is how it's changed, and just to kind of let them know. So we want to try and still do that. I know that that was something that we talked about doing. Do you guys remember that, by the way? Let me just make sure I'm not talking in the silo. Bree, your hand is up.
My question is off topic, so I didn't know if you wanted to finish up.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll wait then. I just want to say, do you guys remember us talking about that piece at our last meeting in June? Well, the meeting before last in June? No? Okay. All right. I guess y'all don't remember that. But either way, we did talk about it. It was mentioned. I can tell you that. So I think it's something that we could do for the small business owners. And again, we should talk about that, I think, in our subcommittee meeting, as we're going to be meeting as well on other things. But I think that's something that we should be more proactive with. And I think we do a relatively good job of it. But if we could come up with some sort of a way that we can make sure that our small business owners, yes, yes, we all know they should be taking the initiative or knowing what rules and regulations govern their business. But we're here to at least support and help that effort. So if we could do something in that capacity to make it a little easier on them, that would be okay as well. So if you guys think that that's a bad idea, then you can let me know. But if you're okay with it, then I'm assuming that if you're not saying anything, then you're okay with it. Okay,
Yes, I
good. So
remember.
yes, okay, good. Jadel's right, because I know we did talk about that ad nauseum
We
as
did.
well. Okay, great.
With
So
Ms. Newell, and they said we're going to come up with a list of requirements that they must meet
right,
before
that's right.
coming
That
to the
was
committee.
right. That was actually right. We did say that too. Absolutely. So see, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I feel vindicated, Adele. Thank you for that. Um, so no problem with that. The other thing is, I think it was, hang on a minute. We just, it was that, oh, yes, it was the cannabis licenses, right? The cannabis license. Now we came up with language for our the SLA application that we now have on our website, and the verbiage is the same because it literally sort of spells out what the rules and regulations are, and we also created the questionnaire and all of that. We have to do that for our cannabis licenses, and I think it's important to do that. Farah was asking for that last June, so and we had not done it. But now we have had the cannabis workshop, And by the way, I know that I know I was on the cannabis workshop, and I know Hazel was. Did anybody else attend the cannabis workshop that that
I didn't attend it live, but then I went on it afterwards and just
Oh, okay.
listened to it.
Oh, good. Okay, good. Because I think they sent out, or I think either I sent out or they sent out the slides from it so you can hear it. And if you need to redo it again, it's really a um, good training session, a good workshop, you know. And I'm going to have them come in again to do it again. We're going to also have them do it for the full board, which I think it's Chair, if you're still on, I think it's important for them. I know I sent it out, and we sent it out to the full board, but we want to have them do it again. I think it's important as these things come up. Our board needs to be more informed as well as our committee members. So definitely, but we have to have we need to create the verbiage, and I think we'll be doing that in the the subcommittee level, and then we'll bring it out to the committee level. And certainly, Chair, before anything goes out, we'll make sure that you take a look at it as well as Ms. Frazier and Farah and everybody, you know, to make sure that we're all in agreement with that. You know, because we want to make sure that the information that's up there, it should be up there as prominently as the SLA information also, okay? Because it is part of our remit to do that now. So, okay, great. So I didn't have anything else this evening.
I
If
had
there
one
aren't,
question. Is
yes,
it okay if I
sorry,
ask?
Bree.
It's
You absolutely
actually
can.
it's actually on the topic of the cannabis license, and this might
Yes.
be a far-fetched request, but I'm gonna throw it out there anyway. You know, when they present it, it's challenging for me to get an idea of like what type of business, like what it's going to look like, right? Like how it's going to be presented in the community. Is it too much to ask for them to give us like a mock-up of what the front of the store would look like, or something that would give us a better idea of you know what we're saying yes or no to?
It is not too much to ask. We are in a position, and that's why I wanted to make sure that and that's why we took great pains, and I'll use the SLA piece as an example of that. We created an entire questionnaire about their business, right? And it talks about the size of the store and what it's going to look like. Do you have security? Just all of these questions relating specifically to their business to pull all that information out. So with cannabis, we haven't done that questionnaire yet, and we absolutely need to do that. In addition to putting on the verbiage, no, but I don't think your request is not unusual or unreasonable. I think it's actually quite reasonable because we don't want a cannabis store coming into our community that has these bright colors that attract children, you know, thinking it's a candy store and all of that. So, no, I don't think that's unreasonable at all. I think we could do that. And in fact, what I'll do, and we can use this as a litmus test with our next cannabis license that'll be here next month, we can have them put that in as part of their presentation, you know, because he did say he had the floor plans, if I'm not mistaken, as well, of the business. So that could all be presented as well. But no, Brie, that's fine. That makes sense.
Thank you.
Does
Yeah,
that
I
answer?
just feel like if we had a mock-up of what the front of what the storefront would look like, it would just it might make it easier for us to get to a yes if some of us are on the
Right.
fence or are leaning towards no.
Right.
Because like you said, some of these stores, they're not necessarily smoke shops or whatever you want to call them, but they're like empty. They have like nothing in them. They not like
Right.
it says it's a candy store, whatever it is, but you can tell it's or a convenience store or whatever, but you can tell it's not because there's nothing in there. So what are you
Right.
selling? You know what I
Right.
mean? So I would prefer it be more tasteful and like you said, you know, a little bit more, you know, earth tones or something that isn't like shouting itself out to, you know, people in the community that should not be accessing the shop.
Right. Agreed. Agree with you. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Definitely. I hope that you'll be okay to join that subcommittee on that discussion as well, Bree. That would be okay.
Yeah, I'd
I'd
be
love to
happy
get your
to.
input on that.
Sure.
Okay, great. Okay, awesome. Okay, So with that being said, if
Yes,
there are no, who's that?
me, Adele.
Hey, Adele, what's up?
Okay. Last month, I was at the general meeting, and
Mm-hmm.
that same address, I believe it is the same address, 1427 Nostrand Avenue, came up and it was voted down. Now it's
Mm-hmm.
coming back under a different name of a
Mm-hmm.
different person, same address,
Mm-hmm.
for the same thing, cannabis license. Now, when you Google it, it comes up as a fruit stand, a little grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this person, I'm quite sure he does not live in this community, but he had a business in this community, and I guess he wants to increase his profit.
Mm-hmm.
But the same problem exists. That is a major corridor for children passing by there every single day,
Mm-hmm.
back and forth to school. That's down from the train station.
Right. Okay.
So why do they
Gotcha.
keep coming back with the same address with the same problem?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, that's a very good that, and I think that to your point, if they are coming back, and I remember the gentleman who had come before us, obviously if it's the same person, because he's going to have to, and that's why I said I did not allow the representative to present to us, right?
Mhm.
Because, right, we specifically want to see those cannabis applicants, in person. I think it's important for the community to see who they are and to talk to them and ask them and talk about their vision in the community and that kind of thing, not their representative. I think it's important for us to do that. So, if
Mhm.
this individual comes back next month, I'll be more than happy. We'll be more than happy to ask those questions. I think it's important to do that as well.
Yeah,
So I don't have a problem with that. You know me, I don't have a problem at
yeah.
all. So,
Because we got to
um,
protect the youth in
yep,
this community. And like I said, it's
hmm
a major corridor, and
yep,
that's where children, it's between Martins and Church. It's not that
yeah.
far
I
from
don't.
Lips.
Yeah, yeah. I have to look at the address, but yeah, you're probably right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, thank
All
you.
right. Yes,
A quick
ma'am.
question.
Okay.
Sorry, is there a recording to the cannabis workshop that's readily available?
Sorry, say that again.
Is there a recording to the cannabis workshop that you referred to earlier?
Oh yeah, yes, yes, David. What I can do is I sent it out a while ago. I'll resend it out to the committee because they sent me the link. I guess it's the link that has if you wanted to look at
Something illegal, are you?
the recording of it.
Not.
You can. I'll send it to you guys again. So I will absolutely do that.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah, because it is extremely important to for you guys to listen to that. And I'm definitely going to have them come, and I'm definitely going to have them come and actually present to do it more of a high level um, thing as well at our upcoming meeting. Okay, so not a problem there. All right. So with that being said, I'm gonna. I think what is happening with my computer?
Hi,
Okay.
Hassan.
So yes.
Executive has joined. I'm seeing Matthew Leon, which is a representative, and the business owner is there on the line as well. He has it under
Oh, okay.
Commerce Committee, but he is. It's just an issue with the name. But yes, they're there.
Okay, great. Give me 2 seconds because I got to plug in my laptop because I think I'm getting ready to lose my power here. So give me 2 seconds. Hold on, all right? Okay, just bear with me, guys. Okay. Can you guys still hear me, by the way? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, great. Let's give me a minute. I want to make sure that I do not get cut off because I think this is a critical point in our meeting, and it would not be very good if the chair of the committee got cut off. All righty.
Hassan, I have a question for you. It's Khadijah.
Hey, Khadijah, how are you?
Can we get a list, or is there an actual list of all the approved cannabis stores in our district?
Yeah, we could get a list. We can get that from the Office of Cannabis Management. We absolutely could. In fact, I believe I actually requested that from her, Ms. Pierre. I will do that and then send it out to you guys. Okay? Is that cool?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. All right. So we have the representative from Executive Events, Inc. And we were just getting ready to conclude our meeting. So if you can certainly take a moment to go on video, sir or ma'am, and present your business to our Commerce Committee. I would appreciate it. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing and that kind of thing. Introduce yourself.
Sure. Hi, my name is Matthew Leone. I'm the attorney for executive events, and Orrin Fraser, who's the owner. I believe he's on the line. I think he's on the phone.
Okay, Mr. Fraser, are you on the phone?
No.
Mr. Fraser, are you there? Unless he's unable to unmute. Is Farah, is that the one that you said was under Commerce Committee?
Yeah, he's probably having some technical difficulties.
Yes,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
here.
Okay, Mr.
there he is.
Fraser.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Thank you for being here, sir. I'm not sure, and I have to apologize. There's been a lot of problems with our online access for the meeting tonight. I had some difficulty getting into the meeting myself, so don't feel that you're unusual.
Not a
But I
problem,
want to
sir.
thank you for persevering and certainly coming to our meeting tonight as well. So I will allow you to present, Mr. Leone. I won't allow you to. You don't need to say anything. The owner's here, so we can hear from him, and he can tell us a little bit about his business and what he is interested in doing and what he's seeking. Go right ahead.
Sure. You know what? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I know you want to hear from him rather than me anyway, but just
Yeah.
just to kind of set the stage, maybe help things move along a little bit.
Sure.
It's the premises is Executive Lounge.
Right.
It's at 957 Utica Avenue. It's been a bar, restaurant, lounge for a really long time.
Yep.
Excuse me, Mr. Fraser had managed the place for a while, and then he applied for his own liquor license, and he's been operating on a temporary liquor license for over a year. And very recently, the liquor authority informed us that there's a church across the street at 972 Utica. And we've always been under the impression, and on the liquor authority's website, it said that church was about 239 or 240 feet from the restaurant. And the liquor authority recently went out, took a measurement, and said that it was under 200 feet. And based on that, they said that there can't be a full liquor license there. So now Mr. Fraser is applying for a beer and wine license for the premises. He still wants to operate it as a restaurant. But so I just wanted to, that's why he's here now, for a beer and wine instead of a full liquor license.
Gotcha. Okay, great. Thank you for that clarification. That's one of I would.
Okay.
Okay. So, Mr. Fraser, the floor is open to you, sir. Go ahead and talk a little bit about your business, sir, and assume that the committee knows nothing about your restaurant or your business, and please just tell us that about who you are and that kind of thing. And we'll, the committee members will ask questions as well.
Okay, my name is Mr. Fraser, and I operate the restaurant and bar at 957 Utica Avenue. Okay, like Mr. Leone has mentioned, we had a liquor license for about 13 years. And after I took over the place, the premises, and they issue the liquor license, the full liquor license, after a year or so, they said that there's a church close by, and they would not be able to issue that license to us.
Right.
So Mr. Maloney is now applying for the beer and wine license, so we can continue to operate the restaurant on the beer and wine license, if you so desire.
Gotcha. Okay. Anything else? Any additional things you want us to know about your business?
Okay, the business has been operating for the last couple of years. Like I said, it's been out here about 13, 14 years. You know, I've had it for like 3 or 4 years on my own, you know, and like we haven't had any problem, and the church was there all the time. So I was trying to figure out why the license is not issued, you know, for the church, but the liquor authority says that it's too close. There's nothing I can do about it, so we're just applying for the beer and wine.
Right. Gotcha. Okay. All
We
right.
haven't never had a problem around here, so
Right.
or any
Well, I
incident.
mean, yeah, I mean, and I think that you know, to the SLA's credit, they do a pretty good job with trying to make sure that business owners stay in compliance. So if they've sort of reassessed where your business is and looked at the, you know, in relation to where the church is, they've reassessed that and they've determined that obviously a full liquor license, because of the proximity of your business and where the church is, that wouldn't be viable. You know, it's their call. They're the ones who are the final arbiters. They're the one that issue you the license as well. So I get it. I definitely get it. Okay. Committee members, are there any questions for Mr. Frazier?
I have a couple.
Sure. Go right ahead, Marguerite.
Yeah. One is what you've been operating it for the last few years, but did you have a license, or what was the license for then?
Yes, they were a liquor license.
But who
They was a liquor license.
under your name?
No, it wasn't under my name. It was under someone else's name.
I'm just confused. How did they get that liquor license?
Exactly. That's my question.
I wouldn't be able to say, but I know I was managing that business for a period of time, and then the owner could not manage the store anymore. He decided to give it up. So I decided to redo all the paperwork and apply for the liquor license.
Yeah, for
And
now.
they did issue the temporary license before, and then they renewed the temporary license. And now, a couple of months after, they decide to rescind say that.
Yeah,
it's
that's
too
kind of
close to the
odd, but
church.
yeah, I guess that doesn't, it doesn't matter because you can't really do anything about that. The other question was, on our agenda, it says store number 3, 4, and 5. Hassan, does that mean anything, or what does it have to do with this store or this place?
You know what? It's just that's what the lease reads. 'Cause I guess there was either 2 or 3 storefronts that were made into one. So under the lease just says store 3, 4, and 5.
They're
So
not
we
3
put that
different
on.
addresses? It's just one address?
Just one
No,
address.
one
yes.
address. One address.
With 3, and so it's 3 storefronts that go across one address? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Great.
Can-
Any other questions, committee members?
I have a question
I have-
in pertaining to the storefronts. When he first took over, was it just store 2, or did you expand to 3 and 4? What is it, 3 and 4?
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
So
it
you
was
ex-
5. It was 5, and then it take 3 and 4.
so then you expanded. So because of that expansion, is that the reason why your liquor license was changed? Because you're now closer than you were
No,
originally.
no. 5 was the store closer to the church
That you took over.
that I took over. And then we extend to 4 and 3, which is further going to Snyder Avenue.
Okay.
It's further away.
All right, I'm just saying. Okay, so you're saying 5 is closer to where the church is, but
Correct.
the other 2
That's
are
yeah.
away from that.
Yeah, that was the previous. That was the first.
The original.
Store, the original store.
Okay. Okay, great. Well, was that
Sonia
all,
was
Khadijah?
next.
Sorry?
You still didn't mention the police report. You never mentioned the police report, but Sonia
Yeah,
was next.
Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure. Okay, I was just making sure that you didn't have any other additional questions. And I'm going to get to the police report. Sonia?
Yeah. So, because I'm a little, to follow up on what Marguerite said, I'm just a little confused as to if this business was operating for 13 years with a liquor license, why all of a sudden this whole thing about the church and the distance comes up. Now, my follow-up question would be if patrons know that you've been serving alcohol for all these years, will this not affect your business in terms of people coming because you no longer can have a liquor license there? And there seemed to be something underlining about, the whole change all of a sudden. But are you concerned about your business in terms of patrons who are used to having alcohol in your restaurant?
Well, I wouldn't be able to say what the difference will be, but I'm willing to take the chance and try it. Because it may not have I mean, they still have people who drinks a lot of beers and things like that. So the liquor is just a chosen few.
Right. Because my follow-up question then would be, we don't want a situation where your patrons are asking for alcohol and alcohol come through the back door. So
No, that would never happen here.
Right. Okay. I just want to make sure I put that on the table.
No, that would never happen here.
Okay, that was it from me.
I now have a question, Hassan. So with the fact that you can't have hard liquor, would you then try to do something like a BYOB?
And that is, may you explain that to me?
So the
What's
BYOB is where you could allow patrons to bring hard liquor instead.
Hard liquor would not be able to be on the premises. It's not allowed on the premises if I doesn't have a liquor license. If I have beer and wine will be served only.
Yes, I hear what you're saying, but you're serving. But if patrons are able to bring in their own liquor, they can still do that.
Ma'am. They wouldn't be able to do that.
No.
They would not be able to do that. That would not be allowed on the premises. Hello?
Hassan, we can't hear you, Hassan.
Still here. You can hear me. Hello?
Now we can hear you.
Hello? Okay, so I'm not sure what's happening, guys. Sorry. So yeah, so thank you for the question. I think it's important to DJ. She does bring up a point that is, but Mr. Frazier is adamant that they will not be bringing any hard liquor in his establishment. He only has a beer and wine applying for a beer and wine license, and that's what he's going to go by and be complying with the SLA's requirements. So, yeah. Are there any other questions?
Can I
Yeah.
just ask a question?
Yeah,
Hazel
Hazel,
Yes,
Martinez.
ma'am.
go ahead.
Which
Go ahead, Hazel.
what church are you speaking about? Because I only see something that sells religious items. Are you talking about the church on the other side of the street?
On the other side of the street, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
okay.
other side going to the library.
Right, toward the library.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. Yes, and was that the only one you had, Hazel?
Yes, I just wanted to know. That's not 200 feet? That's
Well,
interesting.
yeah, it's yeah. So I don't know what the
From
I don't know.
outside on the street, on the sidewalk, is less than 200. From inside the door, the entrance door, you have about 200 feet.
Yeah, so I guess it's
Yeah.
whatever SLA requirements are.
There's a big gate in front of on the sidewalk, but the entrance for the church is inside at the back. So that will allow the 200 feet. I don't know. Mr. Maloney can explain that better to you than me.
Oren's right. The entrance to that church is set back from the sidewalk. And if you take the measurement from the door, the actual entrance to the church to the entrance to the restaurant, it's more than 200 feet. But the measurement, the correct measurement has to be when there's a setback like that. The measurement is done from the kind of from like the sidewalk
Property line.
to the entrance of the restaurant, and that measurement is less than 200 feet. Unfortunately, that it came to our and believe it or not, I know there was some questions about it. It was believe me, it was more of a surprise to us than anybody else.
Sure. Yeah. No, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Hassan, I have
Okay.
another question, please.
Yeah. Go ahead,
Okay.
Marguerite. And I think Adele has a question too. But yes, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah. So, so you were operating as basically a bar, and now you're going to expand to a restaurant. Is that what you're doing? Hello?
Hello?
Mr. Fraser.
Yeah, Oren.
Yeah.
Oren, did you hear the question?
That was for you. That was for you. That was a question for you, sir.
What was the question?
I said, you were operating as a barn, and now you're going to expand as into a restaurant. Is that what you're doing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what is the expansion like? How many people now can the place hold?
Like 96.
96? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
And what was it before? About?
Oh, 16. 60.
Yes. Oh, 60. 60. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. And I see Adele, you had your hand up, and I see Sonia. I don't know if you had your hand up for this one or it was from before. I don't know.
I had my hand up for this one for a long time.
Yes, ma'am. Go right ahead.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead, Adele.
Did not we agree that when presenters come on, they're supposed to be visible to us?
It's true, but yeah, he's had some technical difficulties that it was hard enough for him to get onto the meeting, and apparently he's not able to show himself. But his representative is on, and he took him a long time to get on. So trying to make sure that we accommodate him, and depending on the situation, he'll be at the full board meeting tomorrow anyway to present. So I think in light of the fact that he has such a hard time getting on. And we were almost getting ready to close the meeting out,
Yeah.
to tell you the truth.
But I have a question for you, Hassan. Is there any way we can get any information on the prior history for that business from the SLA and why they
What do you
issued
mean?
for such a long time.
That is, we probably could request that information and ask them for further explanation. We haven't done it in a while, but we probably could do that. You know, because I'd be curious to know
Yes.
why they came down on that decision as well.
Yes.
So yeah, we could definitely do that. I can make a request of that. Absolutely.
All right, thank you.
But we haven't done it. We've done it. We've done it in the past, but we haven't done it in like I don't think as well. But
Yeah,
we
we
could do
need to get into it.
You know,
Yeah.
if you are, you know, if the question is, you know, about, you know, why about the church, I can, if you're interested, I can send you a copy of the letter that we got from the liquor authority, where basically they went out, they took their own measurement based on the distance. The liquor authority's lamp system showed 239 feet. And I guess for whatever reason, they decided to go out and do the measurement themselves, and they came up with the distance less than 200 feet. And then we had somebody go out and take the measurement also, and they measured from several different spots, and it was also less than 200 feet. And actually, the closest or the furthest distance was actually 198 feet. So if we were able to get two extra feet, the liquor authority, you know, would have approved the license. But the fact is they went out, I think, based on the 239 feet that showed in the lamp system. I think maybe they thought it was close enough that it warranted a measurement. But I'm happy to send you the letter that we got from the liquor authority explaining that, if that, you know, sheds, helps shed some light.
Not really.
Yeah.
My question
Well,
was
I'd.
Yes.
But yes, go ahead, Adele. Sorry.
What I was going to say is, my question is not that. Since he said he was managing that business for years, how did that business, not the one he's going to buy, not the one he owns, the previous one there, get a liquor license, even a temporary one, when that church was across the street for years?
Yeah,
I don't know.
They got it 15 years ago.
That's for Hassan and the
Yeah.
liquor authority to answer
Yeah.
to us.
Right, and I think that's right. So yeah, because I mean, I'd be interested to find out what the that time, for as long as they had it, and then all of a sudden now it's different. I'd be interested to know why, you know, what criteria they were using to come up with the approval every year, year upon year, for so long, you know, and then all of a sudden now it's different, you know.
For a temporary,
I'd like to,
not a permanent, a
yeah, and
temporary.
yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Hassan,
I
you
agree with
have
you. I agree. So I
Dorothy.
will do that. Sorry.
Hassan, you have Dorothy. Dorothy hand is up.
Yeah, I was
sorry, Dorothy. Apologies.
No, it's okay, because it was on the same lines of all the questions, because I was baffled. Like, all these years you had a license, and the question is, since it's the same business, can it be grandfathered in with the license? What
we don't know. Yeah,
was that?
But it isn't the same, it's not the same business though,
Oh, you're going to
because the license was under somebody else's name. Now it's under his name,
That's
so
right.
it's a new
The
business.
restaurant. Thank you.
Right.
Yep.
So okay. Okay,
and
great.
just-
So
yeah,
I
just-
think.
Oh.
Yes. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I just want to say, but just to be clear, the previous business got their license, approximately 15 years ago. And well before, Mr. Fraser, came onto the scene. So they got their liquor license 15 years ago or so. Why, how and why that I don't know, but I do know on the renewals, typically the liquor authority doesn't look into, they don't like recreate the wheel on renewals. They look to see has the place had any problems? Is there any reason not to renew the license? They don't do like a whole re-examination. On a new license, though, I guess, they do. They re-examined the distance to the church.
So that's our answer.
Mhm. Also,
That's it.
if he's applying for a B and
Right.
W now,
Gotcha. Okay.
did he originally apply for a full liquor license?
Well, they came to him and said, well, we can't give you a full liquor license. You have to do only beer.
Did the lawyer change the paperwork
That makes-
for him? Yes, but did
What?
the Mr. Leone change the paperwork? He updated
Well, we're here.
Yeah, he would.
we have-
Yeah, he would.
So we haven't applied
Sorry,
yet
Mr.
to the
Leon, go ahead.
liquor authority for the beer and wine. This is our, we're coming, we're here before you first. And, and then, hopefully we'll get your support and then we'll file the application with the liquor authority. Right now, it hasn't been filed yet, but we would like to file it, soon for, Mr. Fraser's sake.
Hassan, isn't he supposed to file first?
Well, what we have on record is
Uh-huh.
we do have
Full liquor.
here.
He has to
So
file
he's
the
entitled
proper paperwork.
to. Yeah, he has to file the proper paperwork.
He jumped the gun.
What do you mean jump the gun?
You have to file for B and W first, then come to us.
I mean,
So we did put-
the way, my understanding is before we can file anything with the liquor authority, right, we have to send a note, the 30-day notice to the community board. And then after the 30 days, we can file the application with the liquor authority. So,
That's exactly right, and that's what I was looking to just. Yeah, so he's
Yeah, but
paperwork.
doesn't the paperwork that come to us have to reflect what's gonna go to the SLA?
Correct.
It can't say.
That's exactly what. That's what I was just looking at it.
To us.
That's exactly what I was looking at. That's exactly what I was looking at. And that's why I told you guys to hang on a second, because I wanted to confirm what the application says. So give me a second here. Yes. Here.
Yeah, and with respect to the full liquor license application, I think Mr. Fraser was there a couple of years ago.
B and W must come first, then it comes to us. We can't vote on this.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, come on, let's.
Right. Okay. My system is being slow, but if I remember correctly, the 30-day notice that he puts in and sort of notifying the community board, it does say beer and wine. It does say full liquor license. In fact, just looking at this here really quick. Hang on a minute. Yeah, it does.
Doesn't
say
Farah,
beer and
can
wine,
Farah
and even looking at,
look it up? Doesn't she have the paperwork?
yeah, she does. But I mean, I have it too. It's just that my system is slow. I think it's slow because I'm in this WebEx meeting. It's a pain in the neck. But the bottom line is they anytime that they come before us, guys, there's a series of paperwork that comes to the community board, and it goes to Farah. Usually, you just look at it as well. I think Farah gets to look at it as well, and it comes to me. All right, indicating what license they are applying for. Okay, so in this case, it is a beer and wine application. Guys, I can barely hear you guys because everybody, there is a beer and wine application only. It's not a full liquor license. Okay, just to kind
We
of
can
make sure that
vote.
we got that. Yeah, we can vote. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been. We compensated. We have this.
I want
Wouldn't
a
be having
copy
it.
of it.
Right. Well, I have it, so it's not an issue. The other thing I wanted to mention, there was
Copy of
I
it.
was looking to see if there was an incident report as well, and there was an incident that was an assault. At least that's what it says here. And just Mr. Frazier, and we always ask the 67 precinct with a series of incidents that would have happened within a specific period of time, which is generally a year. So we asked the 67 precinct to provide us a report from any instance that would have happened from a year from today. Okay, and to see. So there was an assault, but it doesn't indicate that it was at this location, and it doesn't say that there's any disposition on it as well. Is Detective Pierre on the line? I didn't see him on their line. Is he on the line at all?
No, he's not going to be able to attend tonight's meeting.
There were
So no.
never a situation here that I can recall in the last 13, 14 years. We've never had a situation at this location.
Right. It doesn't an incident report, and it just and just to be sort of letting you know, oftentimes what happens is that anything can happen, right? Where somebody will be fighting outside, and they'll just say, oh, they'll use your address as the place where this particular incident took place, even though it didn't have anything necessarily to do with your location. It happens all the time. We always have the 67 precinct on to provide further clarification. The incident report itself only says an assault that happened, but it doesn't give me any whether or not disposition was closed out, what happened, was it in front of your location? Nothing. There are no real specifics about it as well.
Okay.
So, and that's something that I could probably dig into with Detective Pierre tomorrow prior to the board meeting, but that's what we have, which doesn't give us a lot. So sorry about that. Yes, we could certainly move on. I think we've exhausted this conversation enough, and we've given Mr. Orrin Frazier and Mr. Leone quite a bit of questions this evening. So what I'd like, and I think we still have quorum, Farah, right? Yeah, we do have quorum looking at the list here. We could certainly take a vote this evening. So I'd like to do that. And this vote would be in favor, obviously, of the beer and wine application for executive events at 957 Utica Avenue as well. Okay, so please just yes, you say yes for your vote. If it's no. Or if you abstain, you abstain. But please, let's record your vote now, okay? All right, so Ms. Bellin, are you still on? Please.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, ma'am, got you. Okay, Adele?
Abstain.
Okay. Bree? Bree?
Oh, this is hard. I'm gonna vote no.
Okay. Miss Saunders? Miss New there?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Yes.
Yes, okay. All right. David?
Yes.
Okay. Deidre?
Yes.
Okay. Dorothy?
Yes.
Okay. Hazel.
Yes.
All righty. Khadija.
Yes.
Okay. Marguerite.
I have to abstain.
All righty. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Tawa.
Abstain.
Okay. And Trisha.
Abstain.
Okay. And I am a yes. Okay. Thank you guys for that. I appreciate you guys voting. Appreciate all the questions, committee members as well. I appreciate our business owner, Mr. Frazier, and Mr. Leone. Thank you guys. All of the Farah, if you can tabulate very quickly what the
Yeah,
number
I got it.
is. See
I
if
got it in front of me. So I've got 9 yeses, 1 no, 4 abstentions. So it passes.
all right, great. Okay, so wonderful. So so just as a sort of a second thing to that, for Mr. Frazier, you need to come to our community board meeting tomorrow evening at 395 Lenox Road at SUNY Downstate, where you'll have to repeat this exercise again. You can certainly bring Mr. Leone, which if you'd like as well. And the board members will probably ask you some of the same questions. So I would recommend in your presentation, sir, just anticipate the questions by your presentation, essentially. Okay, this way you'll minimize that, and that the meeting starts at 7 p.m. As well. Okay, and I don't want to hold you any longer.
Yes,
I will
sir.
see you both, if not one of you, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very
Okay.
much. Thank you both.
You're very much
Thank
welcome.
you. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for your time tonight.
Good night,
Yep.
everybody.
Good night.
Thank you
Good
very
night.
much.
Good night.
Bye.
All right. Yeah, bye. Okay, great. So committee members, thank you so much. I know we were just about, I think we had almost concluded our meeting for this evening because we didn't have anything else.
Hassan, can I say something before we adjourn?
You
Please.
can.
Yeah, I just
Yes,
want to
ma'am.
say that the reason I abstained is because it's just he didn't have a liquor license. So he's been operating without a liquor license for the past couple of years because the lawyer said that he had applied for a full liquor license 2 years ago. So obviously he didn't get it. So what's he been doing for the past 2 years? And I just feel like really uncomfortable with
That's
somebody
right.
who's not being honest.
That's
He had,
correct.
he had a
Right.
temporary license,
He
he
had a,
said.
right, and that's,
That was
yeah, he had a
extended.
temporary license. Is what he
It
said.
wasn't in his
Yes,
name.
it was. That's that.
He had a
He had a
temporary
temporary
license, and
license for 2 years without coming to us.
yeah.
I
I mean, SLA
But
does
he
that.
never
They just
came
renewed.
to us. But he never came to us. He never came to us before. So what? He's had a temporary license for 2 years without coming to us at all. That doesn't
Well,
make
He
sense.
had an extension. He
He
had
said
one
it
and then he
wasn't
had
in
an
his
extension.
name.
Yes, it
It
was.
wasn't in
And
his
it had an
name.
extension.
He said it wasn't in his name.
No, he did
Yeah,
not.
he was just.
Yes, he did.
He didn't say
No, he
that.
did not. He said it was
He
in,
said it was
he
in
had
somebody
a
else's name.
temporary license and then they gave him an extension on that temporary license. And when he decided to when it was time to make the full application, that is when they did the measuring and assessed it as being not within the 200 feet.
200 feet.
Right. Did he or
Right.
did he not say
That
it
was
was
2
not in
years
his
ago.
name?
I
It
don't.
wasn't.
So I think there's a lot of hello. I think what it was
Yeah.
when he was using the former owner's name when he just had the store one, the original store. But when he expanded to the stores 3 and 5, that's when he then changed it into his name. So he was temporarily using the former owners when he just had the original store. But when he expanded it to the other 2 storefronts, that's when that full changing and submitting a new application came into place.
Yeah, but he said, the lawyer said that that application was put in 2 years ago for the full liquor license. So I don't understand how he could have a temporary license for 2 years.
He had
Well, I mean,
he from what he was saying, they gave it to him originally with no problem. He was submitting for the temporary because he expanded to those additional 2 stores. Then
Right.
something went when for some reason SLA went out there and did their own random measurements. And that's when they came back to him saying, hey, you do not have the actual permits to actually do a
200
full
feet.
liquor license.
right.
Yeah, that's when
Yeah,
they came to him
yeah,
about the
I
200
get
feet.
that. I get that. But I still feel
Right.
like he didn't have a license when he was doing it. He was doing it under somebody else's license for for before that. So I just feel uncomfortable with the whole thing.
But he
I
said
get
he
what you're
was
saying,
working
and
at the place
honestly,
with the other person. And then he took
right.
over the place
But
when the person could no longer take it over.
Right, and when he took over the
right.
place, he was still using that person's license
But then
until he
again, when
decided
he
to.
extended, he then applied under his name for the full liquor license.
Right,
And that's
for the
when they went out
expansion.
and did the measurements and came back and says, you short of the 2 feet to make the 200
Right.
feet.
And I think I appreciate a lot of the discourse as well. I think it's important for us to sometimes, if we feel a certain way about something. I'm glad that Marguerite, did you feel comfortable enough actually explaining your vote? Because a lot of people don't have to. I mean, as committee members, I never ask you guys to explain your vote. You don't have to. You know, your vote is your vote. You know, so however you voted, you can keep that to yourself if you want. But I'm glad that you feel comfortable in this space, and I hope the rest of the committee members feel the same way, that they can always be able to. This is a safe space for us to be able to talk about that.
That's why.
You know, even though we may not necessarily always agree on certain things, but I always want to make sure that we have that dialogue and that discourse with each other, because I think it's important. You know, it helps us to be able to be a better committee, I think, also a more conscientious one. So thank you for that as well. Yes.
I think there needs to be a serious conversation to be had with SLA in regards to the licenses that they're giving out, with the fact that some of them are not even coming to the community board. And this is just not for liquor, this is also for the cannabis, because the same store that I remember that wanted to do it on Avenue H, that couple from the Rockaways, that we sat and we
Right.
said no to, they gave it to them. And if you look at the storefront, right, it is very kids friendly. It lets it be known. Like, there's another one that I just found out that's on Flatbush. I do not remember them ever coming to us to say that they're BK Exotics, to say that they were actually looking to come to the community board to present their store. There's several.
But is that
Flatbush is board
is
for
that right?
It's on
Flatbush is
our
board
side.
14.
It's in our district.
Are you sure?
It's in CD 17. It says it.
Okay. Okay. Is that the link that you sent me, by the way?
The one that I put in the group chat is our district.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
right there by the junction.
Yeah. Okay. Hang on a minute. Yeah, I was trying to pull that up, and okay, great. If you could, that would be good, because we can do some further investigation. But yeah, in answer to your question, or I should say, response to your concern, yeah, I'm actually concerned as well, particularly when it comes to these cannabis licenses, and for 2 reasons. One, it's something that's a brand new sort of purview to the community board. That's the first thing. And secondly, I'm concerned that they're trying to get these licenses out there quickly because they've been criticized so much for dragging their feet for so long. So what they're doing is just pushing them out as fast as they can, right? As quickly as they can, just to show something. And it is not. I think that's really concerning. Because to your point, yes, these businesses shouldn't be looking like candy stores to invite these kids in and that kind of thing. You know, I mean, it should not be. Office of Cannabis Management has a great deal of things that they talk about how your store should be set up and all that. So, just based on what you said just now, it doesn't even seem like the way that the storefront is, they're in compliance with the Office of Cannabis Management's standards anyway. You know, so those are things that I think you're absolutely right. So I agree with you on it 100%. Yes, and the conversation has to be done, and I would like it to be done not with just myself. I would like it to be done with the members of the subcommittee, or at the very least, if it can't be done just at the subcommittee level, and they need to talk to the entire committee, I think the entire committee can sit down there and weigh in on that, because I think that's really, really important as we move forward with these things and as these licenses are coming more and more before us. We used to see one every once in a while. Now we're seeing one every month, you know? So I agree with you completely. So yes, ma'am, I will reach out to them and see if we can get some dialogue. And I don't want to talk to just someone who actually does the outreach or someone who's in government affairs. I want to talk to actually the person who's overseeing the entire thing. And you know, because generally that's where you're going to get the real information, not from the other folks who are just on the staff, you know. So yeah, thank you for putting that in the chat, by the way. All right, so I don't want to, like I said, okay, great. So I don't want to keep you guys any longer, but I will do that, and I will get back to you guys and invite you on that meeting, because I think it's important for us to do that. So I'm gonna ask for an adjournment for our meeting because I still have to talk to Hazel. So if you don't mind, can I have someone make a motion to adjourn our meeting this evening?
Make a motion to adjourn the meeting. Marguerite.
And who's that? Okay, and Annie, can I get a second?
I second Dorothy.
Okay, so Marguerite made the motion and Dorothy seconded. All right, great. So thank you so much. Hazel, I'll give you a call back in just a bit, okay? I'll call you back right now. But thank you guys, and